Ethan didn't mean to stare, but damn, Liam had that look, the kind that could ruin a man's resolve in under 5 seconds. And in the small town of Mayfield, where everybody knew everybody's business, staring at another guy like that wasn't just reckless, it was practically an invitation for gossip to spread like wildfire. It was the first Friday of September, the air still warm but holding a whisper of autumn. The high school football game had just ended, and the whole town had poured out into Main Street, heading for the diner or lingering under the glow of the street lamps. Ethan had been leaning against his old Chevy, pretending to scroll through his phone, when Liam walked past, his smile knocking the breath out of him. They'd known each other for years but had never really known each other. Liam had been the quiet kid in school, the one who sat at the back of class sketching in his notebook, while Ethan was the golden boy quarterback. Two worlds that didn't mix until that night. Liam stopped in front of him, tilting his head like he was deciding whether to speak. "You looked bored in there," he said, nodding toward the stadium. Ethan smirked, shoving his phone into his pocket. "Football's not really my thing anymore." That earned a laugh, soft, genuine, the kind that made Ethan's stomach flip. They talked for a few minutes about nothing in particular, but there was something in Liam's eyes, a spark that Ethan hadn't noticed before, or maybe he'd just never let himself notice. When the crowd thinned, Liam glanced toward the diner. "You want to grab a milkshake?" Ethan should have said no. He knew what people would say, but something inside him, something tired of pretending, made him nod. The diner was nearly empty, the jukebox in the corner playing some old Motown tune. They slid into a booth, Liam on one side, Ethan on the other, a single milkshake between them with 2 straws like some cliché teenage movie. They talked about art, music, life after Mayfield. Ethan found himself leaning in, drawn to the way Liam's eyes lit up when he spoke about moving to the city, about wanting to be somewhere he could breathe. "You ever think about leaving?" Liam asked, his voice low. "All the time," Ethan admitted. "But I've never had a reason to." Liam's lips curved into a small smile. "Maybe you do now." The words hung there, electric and terrifying. Ethan's pulse quickened, and he didn't know if it was from the sugar or the way Liam was looking at him like he saw right through every wall Ethan had built. They left the diner close to midnight, the town quiet, the air cooler now. They walked side by side, hands brushing every so often, accidental, then not so accidental. By the time they reached Ethan's truck, the tension between them was a living thing. Liam hesitated, eyes searching Ethan's face. "I've been wanting to do this for a while," he whispered. And before Ethan could think, before he could let fear ruin it, Liam leaned in. Their lips met, soft at first, almost questioning, then deeper, as if both had been holding back for far too long. It wasn't fireworks or movie magic. It was better. It was the feeling of finally being seen. But Mayfield wasn't the kind of town that stayed quiet. By Monday morning, whispers trailed them in the hallway. Someone had snapped a photo of them outside the diner, and it made its way through every group chat in school. Ethan's friends didn't take it well. The same guys who'd slapped his back after touchdowns now wouldn't meet his eyes. His coach pulled him aside after practice, muttering something about distractions. Liam handled it differently. He walked through the halls with his head high, not giving them the satisfaction of seeing him flinch. But Ethan spent too many years building the image they wanted. Now that image was cracking, and the fear of losing everything gnawed at him. They started meeting in separate late-night drives to the lake, windows down, music low. Those nights were theirs, untouched by judgment. Liam would talk about the future, about art school, about getting out of Mayfield, and Ethan would listen, wondering if he had the courage to follow him. One night, parked by the lake, Ethan confessed, "I'm scared, Lee. Not of us, just of what comes next." Liam reached over, fingers brushing Ethan's. "Then let's face it together." The breaking point came during the homecoming game. Ethan was supposed to lead the team to victory, but the stands were buzzing with the latest rumor that he and Liam had been spotted holding hands at the grocery store. Halfway through the game, Ethan spotted Liam standing near the bleachers, watching him. Their eyes met, and in that moment, Ethan realized something. None of this mattered without Liam. In the middle of the third quarter, he walked off the field. The crowd gasped, coaches shouted, but he didn't stop until he reached Liam. "You're insane," Liam said, eyes wide. "Maybe," Ethan replied, grinning. "But I'm done hiding." And right there, in front of the whole damn town, Ethan kissed him. The fallout was brutal. Friends vanished. His spot on the team was gone. But something else happened. Two people started talking less about the kiss and more about the courage it took. Weeks later, they sat together on the hood of Ethan's truck, the November wind biting at their cheeks. "You regret it?" Liam asked. Ethan shook his head. "Not for a second." Liam smiled, leaning in. "Good, because this is just the beginning." And it was. Their first kiss hadn't just been a moment, it was the start of a life they'd choose every day, no matter who was watching. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to like and subscribe to stay updated with the latest videos.